All right, so part 3 is our applications of systems of equations. In these, you're given a word problem and you have to write the equation that models it and then be able to answer the question. So you are, your teacher is giving you a test worth 100 points containing 40 questions. There are 2-point and 4-point questions on the test. How many of each type of question are on the test? So that last part tells us what we're looking for. We're looking for how many of each type of question are on the test. Well, how many types of questions are there? There are 2 types. There's the 4-point and the 2-point. So those are your 2 variables. Let's let F represent the 4-point questions. And let's let T represent the 2-point questions. Okay, so I know now I need totals. So the total values, there is 100 total points and there are 40 total questions. So I have 100 points is one total and I have 40 questions is the other total. Well, how do we get points? There are 4-point questions that are worth 4 points each, plus 2-point questions, which are worth 2 points each. I also know that there are a total of 40 questions. Well, there are 4-point questions and 2-point questions. So if I solve this system, I'm going to eliminate a variable. I'm going to eliminate the t by multiplying by a -2. Then I get -2f minus 2t is equal to -80. Bring down that 4f plus 2t is equal to 100. And if I add those 2 systems together, I get 2f. That eliminates is equal to 20, which means that f, if I divide by 2, is equal to 10. So if there are 10 4-point questions, 10, I'm subbing it in here, plus t is equal to 40. That means if I subtract 10, there are 30 2-point questions. So to answer kind of, I'm running out of room here, to restate my solution, 10 4-point questions and 30 2-point questions. Sorry if I didn't give you enough space. Okay. All right. For number 7, again, identify what are the variables and what are our totals. Okay. So Sally has 20 coins in her piggy bank. That sounds important. All dimes and quarters. Okay. So we're talking about dimes and quarters. The total amount, so I see total, is $3.05. How many of each coin does she have? All right, so I'm going to let D represent dimes, and I'm going to let Q represent quarters. I know that I have a total of 20 coins that's made up by dimes and quarters. I know that a total of $3.05, so that's in money, a dime is worth 10 cents and a quarter is worth 25 cents. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to eliminate, I like elimination better, I'm going to eliminate the D. So I'm going to multiply by a -0.10. When I do that, I get a -0.10D minus 0.10Q is equal to -$2. Okay, that's when I distribute each of those values. Now, these are my 2 new equations I'm working with, so I'm going to go ahead and add those 2 together. And so my dimes are going to eliminate. I'm left with 0.15Q, and then I get $1.05 remaining. So I'm going to divide that by 0.15. And need my calculator. There we go. Hopefully it's not dead. It's not. So $1.05 divided by 0.15, and I get 7. I should have done that. So the number of quarters is 7 quarters. If there are 7 quarters and 20 total coins, then let's do that over here. D plus 7 is equal to 20, which means that D is equal to 13. So we have 7 quarters and 13 dimes. Okay. Similarly, number 8, so a little quicker. Members of a senior class held a car wash to raise funds for their senior prom. They charged $3 to wash a car and $5 to wash a pickup truck. So 3 for a car plus 5 for a pickup truck is equal to $275. So I have dollars, and I have dollars, keeping my units together by washing a total of 75 vehicles. So cars plus pickups was 75. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to eliminate C just because it's an easier number to multiply by. So I get negative 3C minus 3P is equal to 75 times 3 is negative 225. Make sure your signs are okay here. That's going to be the biggest error. So I'm going to rewrite that top equation underneath. And so that'll, we eliminate. When I add those together, I get 2P is equal to 50. Dividing by 2, we get P is equal to 25. So if the number of pickup trucks is 25, C plus 25 is equal to 75. So C has to equal 50. So 50 cars and 25 pickups. Okay, there's the application section.